Hey folks, and welcome back to Koh Chang. That's right, we are still on day 3 of our recent trip. Now, if you saw the last episode, you'll remember it was also on day 3, and we went through a jungle trail to a waterfall, a couple scenic lookout points. But today, we're on our way to this beach over here on my right, and there's a lovely little resort there, and we're going to have a meal, and I'll show you the resort and the rooms and all that. But before we go in there, let's go back to where we just came from. And that was a little fishing village and a great big pier. That's right, this is called Bao Pier. And a pier, it's more than just a place where boats dock or where you can do some fishing. It's a whole market here. There's a food court, and there are places you can stay, guest houses, right out here on the water, right over here. So let's just take a quick look at it. This whole little market here, souvenir shops, it's all built over the water. It's quite substantial. Oh, room for rent. You can rent a room right here. Maybe I should have waited. They have a better selection of flip-flops here. Lots of places to eat here. Looks pretty good too. You can rent a room, you can shop, get souvenirs. If you wanted to explore a lot of these little islands, you can rent a room right back here. You have everything you need right at your footsteps: food, drink, restaurants, seafood. And come right out here in the pier and take these day trips out for these little islands or snorkeling or whatever you want to do. And at night, you're fairly close to Lonely Beach and the walking street and all that. So I might do that one time. I might come here and actually stay out here on the pier at one of the rooms or in a little resort, and you have everything. All your activities out here, go somewhere every day on one of the boats, and then chill out at Lonely Beach at night at the walking street or whatever. So, of course, it'd be much better when everything opens up and the borders open up, but full of possibilities. So that's Bao. Let's get back to this little beach resort here. Only about 5 minutes away from where we just were, and it's called the Beach Cafe. So we got invited to try the cafe here, and we are kind of hungry with all we've done today. The jungle trail, the whole island riding around. So we'll get something to eat here, and it's called the Beach Cafe. So what do you have? I think we'll sit over here by the water. Oh, yeah, very nice. Sit here. Oh, Isan food, right? Oh, Isan food. I know you'll like that.
And pizza homemade นะคะ
And pizza.
So nice menu, all your Western favorites, and even including pizza. So that they had a special, separate, I should say, pizza menu, and everything looked good. Of course, Thai food. So V's going to get one of her customary Thai dishes that she always gets, and I'll get something a little bit more on the Western side. There's the pizza menu, which really looked good. So while we were sitting here, we got invited to a local, I don't know, some kind of local opening or a special night at a little bar, pub or something. Looked nice, but this is a nice little quiet area down here. I don't know if it's always quiet, but right now, everywhere is quiet.
I might just try one of these pizzas. They got a Hawaiian. I think I'll just get that. I haven't had pizza probably in a month, so I'll get pizza and V will get Thai food. กินอาหารไทยใช่ไหม
กินยำวุ้นเส้น
I'll get Moulton, okay. And no shock there. Every day same. So we'll see how it's going to be. But
เอายำวุ้นเส้นก็เลย
very nice, quaint place. Look at that. Check that out.
เอาลาบหมู
You could just relax in the hammock after you get done eating, I guess.
So we'll get all ordered up here. We are starving. It's been a long day. We've been a lot of places, covered a lot of ground. He's making my pizza back there. Looks like he's got to pop that in the oven, so that'll take a while to bake. We'll just have a look around this little resort here. I guess that's what you call it, a little resort. They got a bar at the beach cafe here, and we'll see what else they got on offer.
While we're here, we're gonna look at one of the rooms real quick. Just curious, because it is a nice, quiet place to stay.
So yeah, it looks like they got a couple different kinds of rooms. This first room, I guess you'd have a view of the beach. It's right up front here. Just a double-sized bed. They've got this mosquito netting, but they've got air con, so it's not like it's an open-air room or anything. A lot of times you'll see the mosquito netting when it's open air, but it's all your amenities, hot water, and you got a little fridge in here. Nice homey feel with all the wood, and nice lamps, nicely decorated. Small room, basic room. I think she said this was $800 a night. I might have it confused with one of the others because there's a couple rooms, and I got it kind of mixed up in my head, but bathroom's nice size. I guess just a kind of a basic accommodation right here by the beach. And like I said, a couple steps out the door, you've got the cafe, and of course you've got the beach. And they actually had a seating area on the beach as well. And this room is basically the same, but this one you wouldn't have any kind of beach view. It's kind of, I guess it would be like an inside room. So maybe a little bit less per night on this one because it's you don't have the view. But this guy, this is your family suite here, and she said it slept 4 people, but I counted way more than that. I guess somebody could sleep in the chair if they had to. But they've got a bed here. I think they're expecting a group for this room, but got a full-size bed there, one on the floor, and then check this out. They got these lofts. They have 2 of these lofts. This one has like a double-sized bed in here. And then adjacent to that is this other loft, and it looks like this has 2 singles. So the way I count it, looks like you could sleep 6 people in here. Depending on how close of quarters you wanted. And I guess this mattress on the floor, or the first one I showed you, I guess that would be optional. So I don't know. I think 6 people all day long, though, maybe 3 couples, or if you got kids, family, whatever.
Or maybe if you're coming with the whole family, that big room would get the job done. You're just a couple steps away. Your little cafe and the beach. You got Bang Bao and you got Lonely Beach. Something to do during the day, something to do during the night. A nice quiet place to sleep on the beach. I don't know wherever you went. I found her. Who can blame her? It's been a long day.
So yeah, they actually surprised us here with this fruit smoothie. I believe it was strawberry flavor, but wow.
That is delicious. Really hits the spot. Mm. Wow.
Wow, happy.
I tell you what, she orders this dish all the time. But that's one of the best looking ones. Because it's always the same dish, but sometimes it's disappointing. Sometimes it's small. Sometimes it's good. But this one I think takes the cake. It looks really like one of the best ones. Huh? Oh.
Enjoy your meal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna dig in. We are starving. It rained this morning, but around midday when it stopped, we've been going non-stop. And we saw been a lot of places, but we're ready to eat.
So yeah, V told me hers was very good. I actually had a little bit of hers to confirm. Delicious. Now, my pizza, top quality ingredients here. The cheese didn't have some of the cheese you get at different pizzas. But this cheese was legitimate, the sauce, but the crust was just a little bit thin for my liking. But that enabled me to be able to eat the whole thing. So I guess now back to our resort. The sun was setting. It's time to go out for the evening, so let's get ready and see what we can find. So welcome to the Sabai Bar. This was in White Sands, just a couple minutes from our resort. You could walk as long as it's not raining, I guess, but we were actually here for 2 evenings. We came one night just to enjoy ourselves, and then we came back the second night, our last night there, to actually do the live show for Nick. Nick, he's with us here. He does the NDTVI Patio live show on Sunday. So he's actually going to do it from this place. So this was kind of filmed over 2 nights. So if you see people with different clothes on, that's why. It's just kind of combined both nights into one segment here. So, but you'll get the idea of the place and kind of get a flavor for what it is. But this was a really nice place.
We're back here tonight at the Sabai, and it's not raining this time, so that's where they're going to do the live show. But they've got a big band playing over here, so I don't know how noisy it's going to be.
GNG Band.
The GNG Band.
From the Philippines, they're playing live here at the Sabai Bar every night from 8 p.m. onwards. That sound good? You sound professional?
No, but it was okay.
It's good enough.
So yeah, this band was great. They played a mixture of music, but surprisingly, they even played some Thai songs, even though they are from the Philippines. And most of the clientele here was Thai. It's mostly probably tourists that come here, but it's a great place for tourists. I'll tell you why in a minute. I think it's one of your best options. But between the band, you also have the fire show. So let's get ready for that. So yeah, the fire show is I think twice per evening. There's an 8 o'clock and a 10 o'clock. And I although we didn't get any, there is food here. There's a lot of food here, good food. They even have pizza. So I mean, my recommendation would be to get here a little bit before 8. Order up your food and drink. Look at these buckets they have. That thing's enormous. Almost 300 baht for that, though. But order up your food, enjoy the 8 o'clock show, listen to the band between, see the 10 o'clock show, and then maybe call it a night. It was much busier during the 8 o'clock show than the 10 o'clock show. It did kind of empty out. But the show went off without a hitch here, and then it was time for a little after party. So welcome to the Red Monkey here. This was basically right across the street from our resort. Last stop for the evening, so we could just walk back home, walk across the street. But 99 baht cocktails, it's still about $3, but plus a full menu drink. But for a frozen cocktail for 99 baht, we all thought that was a good bargain, so we decided to indulge.
Top D.
Look at that.
Pina colada.
And the women are drinking beer.
So yeah, great little place to relax and very convenient to our resort right there in White Sands. And we were all happy with the deal. They had 99 baht for the big bottles of Chang, and they had 99 baht cocktails, so what's not to like? But I think everybody had a good time, and then we called it a night. So yeah, breakfast was included with our room. I actually had breakfast here every day. Not sure why I waited till the last day to show you guys, but this was the breakfast pavilion here, as well as the restaurant.
Morning, Scott.
And they had a lot of stuff you can help yourself to, but then you would order eggs and ham, and they didn't have bacon. They did have sausage, which tantamount to hot dogs, and ham. So I got the ham and eggs, and they also had Thai food here, all kind of things you can pick. But this is what the breakfast looked like when it came. This was my ham and eggs, as you can see there. And I got cereal too, but this is what I turned it into. A nice little ham and egg Sammy there. So that's what I had for breakfast. And with that, it was time to head back to the mainland. So that means we got to load back up onto the ferry and cross the water and drive up the coast. We're on our way back to Pattaya, which is where we will continue tomorrow night. We got a lot of stuff to do in Pattaya, so come along for that. I'll thank you for coming along on this 3-part Koh Chang episodes here, a little Koh Chang adventure. This is the last of 3 episodes, a little mini-series on our Koh Chang trip, but we'll resume tomorrow back to Pattaya and see what we can do up there. A lot of stuff, I hope. But we did have a great time on this trip, so hopefully many more to come. But anyway, for this episode, I'm going to leave it off here, and as usual, thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.